morning, everyone. Crypto Billy here. We're going to do another fine episode of Motivational Mindset. These are just 5 to 8 minute videos that help you think about certain things in life and hopefully set you on a path to becoming the best version of yourself. We call this series Motivational Mindset. On your drive to work in the morning or whatever you're doing around the house in the morning, if you work from home, hopefully you can just turn this on, watch it for 5 to 8 minutes, and helps you get your mindset for the day, for your week, for your life. So today I wanted to talk about decision making. In one of the last videos, we talked about Desert Kings and talking to the old man when you're making a decision. The old man's the marketplace. Talk to everybody you can before you make a decision. Those that came before you, those around the industry or around the problem that you're trying to solve or around the opportunity you're trying to seek. Talk to the old man. Talk to as many people as you can. Okay, so now you've gathered all of your information. You have these nuggets in your basket of information. And now you got to take them out, put them on the table, and review them to make sure that you have everything in your mind properly. How do you do that? Well, there's a nice book called The Thinker's Toolkit that you can go buy on Amazon, The Thinker's Toolkit, and it'll teach you this process. I'm going to just briefly in 5 to 8 minutes here run through it at a big 10,000 foot level, but I highly recommend you buy that book to give you more detail, or you can get a hold of me on Twitter, CryptoBilly111, and DM me, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. Okay, so you have all these nuggets of information. You got to figure out how to make a good decision. Well, there's this thing called pair ranking. What you do, let's just use an example to illustrate this. Say you're trying to make a decision which college you want to go to. You have interviewed at these colleges, you've gathered your information, you got 3 good choices. You got to figure out which is the best choice for you. So you have all the information. It's critical that when you start this, you already have all the factors, you already have all the pebbles out of your bag, and you have them, and now we can put them on paper. So you list them all on paper. You could say, let's just say you pick in Florida State, Clemson, and Ohio State. Okay, you have those 3 colleges, so you put them on paper. Now, what you want to do, right from the very beginning, from just using your gut, rank those 1, 2, and 3. Put a 1, 2, and 3 beside of them. That's just in your mind of what you're thinking by default, with just emotion and just your gut, with no logic or anything involved. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, now that you've done that, beside each university, list out the pros, list out the cons. So on a piece of paper, I would have Clemson, and I would write their name down, and beside it, I would put what I consider the pros. The pros could be it's close to home, less expensive, some of my friends are going there. Now just list out whatever you feel the pros are to you. And then you're going to list out the cons, what you feel the cons are for Clemson. And you do that for each of the 3 universities. Now you have this list of pros and cons. Now here's the fun part. You take your list of pros and you pair rank them. What do I mean by that? You take the first one, say it's close to home, and the second one, say it's inexpensive. Which of those 2 are more weighted and more important to you? What you do is you put a check mark by it. If being close to home means more to you than it being less expensive, then you're gonna put a number 1 by it. Then you're gonna take that being close to home and you already pair ranked it against being less expensive. Now you're gonna pair rank it against the next factor, which in this example I was saying my friends are going there. So which is more important, that it's close to home or your friends are going there? You got to put a 1, 2, or 3 all the way down your list. So what you're going to find out is after you pair rank all your pros and you pair rank all your cons, what you're going to do is you're going to find out of all of those pros which ones really, really matter to you the most, because you're going to have multiple check marks beside of that. You're going to have multiple check marks beside of the one that's weighted the most. So you do this, and it shows you on a piece of paper as you're looking at it what you really value and what you've put the most weight on. Now, when you get all done with that, and again, this exercise takes a good, depending on how many pros and cons you have and how many choices you have. In this example, we use 3 choices. But it could take up to a half an hour or an hour. But with a big decision, spending thousands of dollars and maybe impacting your life for 30 years or 40 years, it's probably worth an hour of your time, right? And this is where so many humans, we just fall down in this area. So you pair rank them, and it creates a weighted average then. It creates a weighted factor. So you take those 3 factors that are weighted the most, and then you pair rank them against the 3 universities. And now you're making a logical decision that's based on real factors and real logic and real premises that help you reach a successful conclusion. Pair ranking is powerful, guys. It's a great visual, and it helps you for any big decision. So in my business, if we have to spend a lot of money or make a big decision, I always stop and write these things down and pair rank them so I can understand what is the most important to me. Not what my gut says. Gut's part of it, and I don't want to diminish the gut feel about it. But from a logical standpoint, pair ranking works very, very well. And if this didn't make sense to you, again, reach out to me and be happy to walk you through it. I do it quite often. And hopefully you can use this system in your life to make better informed decisions. God bless. Have a great day.